LA Metro CEO Phillip Washington is stepping down from the public transportation agency he has led for the last 6 years. Los Angeles Mayor and Metro Chairman Eric Garcetti announced Wednesday, February 3, that Washington has decided not to extend or renew his contract when it expires in May. Phil Washington has been a visionary leader, reimagining our transit network and steering our region toward an era of generational growth and lasting progress, Garcetti said in a statement. With Phil at the helm, Metro had a clear direction, strong steward, and champion for Measure M. He leaves this agency much better than he found it, with an expanding public transportation system that remains a force for sustainability, equity, jobs, workforce development and shared prosperity across the LA area. Washington joined Metro in 2015 after working for Denver's Regional Transportation District for more than a decade. At Metro, he led the nation's third-busiest transit agency, with an annual ridership, prior to COVID-19, of 1.2 million passengers, a fleet of 200 buses and 6 rail lines. His responsibility included a $7 billion annual budget and $18 to $20 billion in construction projects, according to Metro. Washington notified Metro's board of his decision to step down in a letter Wednesday morning. It has been my distinct pleasure and absolute honor to serve and lead Metro's nearly 11,000 employees for the last 6 years, Washington wrote in the letter. I leave with great satisfaction knowing that, working together, we have improved mobility and increased access to opportunity for all residents of LA County, and weathered the most devastating health crisis of the past century. We have indeed quickened the pace of public service and left the county better than it was. Washington declined a request to comment. He has not disclosed his plans post-Metro, but some believe he may be headed to a federal position. Washington hinted that his next role may interact with Metro in letters to the board and staff Wednesday. I look forward to continuing to advocate and advance the mission of Metro in my next endeavor, he wrote. Recently, Washington led President-elect Joe Biden's transportation transition team in November and December. Although Biden picked former South Bend, Indiana, Mayor Pete Buttigieg as his transportation secretary, transit watchers speculate the soon-to-be former El Metro leader could be headed elsewhere on Biden's team. Everything is re-jiggering, said Bart Reed, executive director of the Transit Coalition, a nonprofit that follows transit in Los Angeles. He's run transit in Chicago, Denver and Los Angeles. The next step in his career would be the Federal Transit Administration. The FTA, a part of the U.S. Department of Transportation, provides financial and technical assistance to local public transit systems, oversees safety measures and assists in technological research.